Hello, all you fit, healthy warriors. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 10 good foods that you can substitute for these 10 really bad foods. Welcome to fithealthy.com, the #1 source for fitness, health, and weight loss. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the bell. You know, successful weight loss and weight management are not the result of sticking to a super strict diet. Super strict diets inevitably fail because they're just too restrictive. Yes, you could lose weight by eating nothing but steamed fish and lettuce, but how long could you survive like that? A day, a week? Losing weight and keeping it off is best achieved by following a sensible, sustainable eating plan so that you don't feel deprived. Here's what most long-term healthy eaters do. They eat healthy foods 90% of the time and treat themselves with unhealthy foods about 10% of the time. But what if you have a craving and it's not time for your treat meal yet? Well, you might be able to tough it out using willpower, but willpower can't be relied upon. So instead of giving in to temptation, make some smart substitutions instead. When we crave something unhealthy to eat, we often crave a certain taste rather than a specific food. For example, you might crave something sweet and automatically reach for candy when another sweet-tasting but healthier food will work just as well. To help you cope with cravings that might otherwise derail your healthy eating efforts, swap these unhealthy foods for their much healthier alternatives. Ice cream. Now, cool and creamy ice cream is a great tasting dessert, but it's high in sugar and fat. Just a small bowl of ice cream can contain several hundred calories, more when you would add syrup and even sprinkles. Here's the substitution for ice cream. Replace ice cream with low-fat Greek yogurt. It's low in calories, high in protein, and packed with bone-friendly calcium. Sweeten with a little powdered stevia and sprinkle with chopped walnuts for a treat that's healthy and tasty. Number 2, potato chips. Potato chips are savory and crunchy and a popular snack, especially when you're watching TV or as a side to a sandwich. However, they're high in fat and salt, and many contain added sugar too. It's also very easy to eat too many potato chips as they're not very filling. Here's the substitution for potato chips. In place of potato chips, eat homemade vegetable chips instead. Take a couple of different vegetables, carrots and zucchini for example, slice them thinly and put them on a sheet of baking parchment. Spray with a thin coating of olive oil and then season with sea salt, paprika, chili flakes, or any other herb or spice you like. Bake them in a hot oven, turning once or twice until they start to crisp and curl. Store in an airtight container. Number 3, candy bars. When hunger strikes, it's really easy to grab for a candy bar. Candy bars are sweet and satisfying and readily available. However, they're super high in sugar and fat and can contain as many as 500 calories per bar. Here's a substitute for candy bars. Ditch the candy bars and reach for a protein bar instead. Many protein bars taste very similar to candy bars, but where candy bars are all sugar and fat, protein bars are mostly protein and fiber and also low in sugar and fat. Look for protein bars that provide around 200 calories and that contain about 15 to 20 grams of protein. Number 4, soda. Soda is refreshing and the sweet taste can help alleviate sugar cravings. However, a typical can of soda contains a massive 40 grams of sugar. And even though diet sodas are sugar-free, they contain artificial additives that are potentially just as bad for you as sugar. What do you substitute for soda? Well, replace soda with sparkling water. Put some soft fruit like strawberries and raspberries into the bottle and store overnight to naturally flavor and sweeten your water without adding a lot of sugar or calories. Number 5, pizza. Is Friday night pizza night in your house? Pizza's fun and tasty to eat, but packs a real high-calorie punch. Just a couple of slices can add up to a whole day's worth of calories. Pizza also tends to be all fat and carb calories and very little protein. Here's your substitution for pizza. The crust of the pizza is arguably the biggest problem. All that dough means lots of unwanted calories and carbs. Make your own pizza substitute, which is higher in protein and lower in carbs. Take 3 to 4 eggs and whisk them in a bowl. Heat a little oil in a pan and pour the egg in. Cook on one side and then pop the pan under a preheated grill until the eggs are firm on top. This is your new healthy pizza crust. Spread tomato paste on your egg crust and then sprinkle the pizza with your favorite healthy toppings. Place back under the grill or the oven for a couple of minutes and then chow down. Number 6, hamburgers. Hamburgers are awesome. They're tasty and satisfying and they're perfect barbecue food. But many hamburgers are too high in calories and will hinder rather than help your weight loss efforts. Here is a substitution for hamburgers. To cut both carbs and calories while adding some nutritional value to your hamburger meal, replace your burger buns with large, lightly grilled portobello mushrooms. Slather on the mustard, but skip the mayo to increase taste, but to cut even more calories. You could even substitute turkey for beef to further reduce the calories. Number 7, chocolate. Now, chocolate is sweet and creamy. Who doesn't like chocolate, right? The trouble is, most regular chocolate is high in sugar and fat, which is a deadly combination for weight gain. Here's the substitute for chocolate. Now, you can still eat chocolate, but replace it with dark chocolate that has at least 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate is much lower in sugar and fat than things like Hershey's. It also tastes much richer and more satisfying, so you won't need to eat as much. Just an ounce provides a really satisfying chocolate hit. Number 8, pizza. Pizza is not exactly unhealthy, but it's relatively high in both carbs and calories. It's a staple for many of us because it's so easy to cook and goes so easily with many other ingredients, but it might not be your best choice if you want to lose weight. Here's a substitution for pasta. Thinly slice a zucchini lengthwise into noodle-like strips and use in any meal where you normally have pasta. Cook lightly in olive oil until soft and then pour your favorite pasta sauce over your zucchini noodles. There are also vegetable shredders you can buy that make this process even easier. In lasagna, replace the pasta sheets with thin slices of the same zucchini. Number 9, rice. Like pasta, rice is not necessarily unhealthy, but it does contain a lot of carbs and calories, and it's very easy to eat too much. It is, however, a convenient staple for many of us. Here's a substitution for rice. Grate and lightly boil a head of cauliflower for a very low-calorie and low-carb rice alternative. Drain and then eat as it is, or add an egg to make a low-calorie egg-fried rice substitute. Boiled and mashed cauliflower also makes an excellent alternative for high-calorie mashed potatoes. Number 10, pudding. Pudding is quick to make and fun to eat. And pudding's also a popular dessert, but it's high in calories, it's packed with sugar, and contains very little nutritional value. Here's your substitution for pudding. Replace pudding with baked coconut milk custards, which are high in protein and healthy fats but low in sugar. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Crack and pour 3 eggs and a can of coconut milk into a blender. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a tablespoon of raw honey or maple syrup. Blend for 30 seconds until it's smooth, and then pour into 4 small oven-proof pots. Sprinkle with cinnamon, cocoa, or just leave it naked. Place the pots in a deep-sided baking tray and then partially fill the tray with boiling water. The water should come halfway up the sides of the pots. Place the baking tray into the oven and leave it to cook for 30 minutes. Remove carefully from the oven and eat immediately or allow to cool as preferred. Conclusion. Remember, anytime you crave unhealthy food, seek out a healthy alternative that tastes similar but contains less fat, sugar, or carbs. That way you can indulge your taste buds without derailing your weight loss efforts. I want to know what types of healthy foods that you substitute out for unhealthy foods. Share your opinions and experiences below. I want to know. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. And please remember, subscribe and hit the bell to get our upcoming videos when they're released. And here's some other videos that I think you'll enjoy.